Hi guys, welcome back to Highland Homemade Crafts. So I think you can guess just from the moulds on my table what time of the month it is, and it's the Axolotl collaboration. Excuse me. Just bring you forward. So I didn't get to do this last month because I just totally ran out of time and I didn't get it done. So yeah, I'm going to make up for that this month, and I'm going to try and get an adult one done and a baby one too, especially when I've got my new UV resin, the JDiction, low viscosity. I'm going to use that in here, I think. I'll make sure there's no bubbles that creep up out of those flaps, we call them. Today we're going to be doing another elemental, and it's going to be the elemental of Earth. I do have a plan for it, well, most of a plan, but I don't know if it's going to work. So if you don't know what this collaboration is, it's a collaboration all about axolotls. It happens every first Saturday of every month, and it's hosted by Erica from Kitschy Kitten Studios. She's a wonderful artist, and it's a great collaboration, and there's so many other artists taking part. So once you've watched this video, go down into the description and have a look at that playlist, because honestly, every month there's some really wonderful people that take part in this. And it's not always resin, it's not. So if resin's not your thing and you want to go and watch maybe someone painting or doing clay, there might be something in there for you. There's not always, but you know, it doesn't matter what medium you use in this collaboration. It's all about just having fun and celebrating this wonderful animal. So let me get some stuff together. Let me get some resin mixed up after I've done my bits and pieces, such as putting the eyes in and stuff, and we'll get this started. So just give me 1 minute. So, hi guys, this is voiceover me now. So, I decided I was going to do the little axolotl first, just because it's with UV resin and it's quite a quick project. I found this lovely green around in my mica powder basket, and I thought it would look really nice going into the baby axolotl. Because I think I've said in one of my previous videos that most of the time I say most of the time, some of the time when babies are born, they're a bit different in terms of the way they look from their adult selves. So this is basically what I'm doing here. I'm just making it just a little different to what the adult's gonna look like, and I didn't really do too much with the baby really. All I did was put this green in, and after that I put some silver on its eyes and its back, and that's basically all I did with it. And it cured really well in the UV lamp as well, so that's brilliant. If you're wanting to know how to do UV resin and mica powder, I do have a video that I did on Wednesday all about that, so I will put a card up in the corner if you want to go and see that video as well. It is beginner friendly, so hopefully it's easy enough to understand how to do that. So with this bigger axolotl, I did want to do something a little different to what I did with the other ones. I had these flowers and things lying about in one of my baskets. So because it's an earth type axolotl, I wanted to either put twigs in it or make it look like a sort of tree idea. But then I saw these flowers and I thought, oh, I want to put some of those flowers in. So I grabbed them and yeah, I'm just popping them in there. But this time, the last time I did flowers, they turned brown. So I decided that this time I'm going to just coat them with UV resin first before I put any epoxy resin into it. Which seems to have worked quite well, so I'm glad I did that. I'm just tidying all that up now, and I'm just waiting for that to cure up. It did take a while. I think I did pause the video at some point. Thought I did. So I've got my resin mixed up and I'm just putting some green in there. I think it's just called green actually. Yeah, I was unsure for a minute, but I think it is just called green. It's a really dark green. It was very foresty and it's perfect. So I'm just giving that a good mix now. I did add some of that glittery alcohol ink as well. And I did need to give it a good shake because honestly that stuff is really thick. Whatever's in there is really thick. So I was just making sure that that was like a really good dark green and just add a little sparkle to it as well. So I'm just putting some more UV resin on those flowers just to make sure they're coated. And that little axolotl came out so nice. I love that mica powder. It's definitely a nail powder, but yeah, it works perfect in resin. So now I'm just pouring in that lovely green we've just mixed up, and I'm just pouring it in slowly, trying to avoid like any bubbles as much as possible. But the one thing I did forget, or I should say two things I forgot, I did forget to put alcohol in before the resin, which was very silly of me, and I'm dropping things apparently. And the other thing I forgot was to, what was the other thing? Oh dear, my brain. What is the other thing that I was going to say now? Oh my god. Guys, seriously, my brain's gone. What was the other thing? Oh, that's right. I forgot to put the flaps as well. Yeah, I forgot to put the flaps. So, oh my god, my brain, guys, sometimes. Honestly, I need rebooting. Seriously, it goes. So yeah, I forgot to put the flaps as well. So one of the bits had a huge bubble in it, and it didn't come out right, so I had to fix it. So yeah, I forgot to do the flaps. Dear me. Right. So I'm just making up a little bit more of that resin and giving it a good stir, and I'm just going to top up that axolotl. And that's basically it. That's all I did with this one. So I'm just going to let you finish watching the process, and I will see you for demould. guys, welcome back. So these should all be cured up now. They've been curing all day. I don't think that one's quite ready yet, but this one should be. So let's get it out and see what we've got. A couple of bubbles there, and the toes and stuff are a bit bendy still. Just hope I don't ruin this. Try and get all the feet out. Try and loosen everything up. As I've said on my previous videos, that tile's still bendy as well. This mould isn't very easy to demould. I'm a bit worried about bending the tile too much now. Gosh. Right, that's out. I should have probably left this a bit longer, but I got too excited as usual. So here I am demoulding it a bit early, but it's not early enough for it to be a problem, I don't think. I hope not anyway. Okay, most of it's out. Just gonna ease the head out now. I hope I don't break anything on the head. Oh, gosh, this really is hard. Oh, nearly got it. Just got those last two flaps, as they're called. There we go. Oh, did I just tear that off? No, I think it just had a big bubble in it. Yeah, it's not in there, so it must have had a big bubble. Well, I'm glad to see that the flowers have kept their colour. There's quite a few bubbles, but if I'm honest, I should have really expected that, considering the flowers might have quite a few bubbles in them, but those flowers have come out really nice. The eyes have stayed in place as well. So yeah, that's come out really nice. So I do need to fix this flap here, because it's got a bit missing here and a few bits missing here. So I can do that with UV resin, so that's absolutely fine. This one, I really don't think this one's ready. It's really bendy. Ooh, that one's come out really good as well. The resin isn't fully cured yet. If I just leave it for a little bit longer, it should be okay. So yeah, we've got two baby axolotls, and we've got this big one. Right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to embellish this guy, as I've done with all the others. And yeah, I'll see what I can do with him, because this is another elemental axolotl, so we obviously want to jazz him up a bit. So yeah, just give me a minute while I think about what I'm going to do with him, and then I'll definitely come back to you. See you in a little while, guys.
In a forest deep, where the moss runs wild, lived an axolotl mama and her leafy child. With roots for tails and spark in their eyes, they danced with the ferns 'neath emerald skies.
Whimsy and wonder in the woodland glade, tinier spirits in resin laid. Mama and babies in soil they gleam, born of magic, moss and dream with God.
They whisper to seeds and cuddle the stone, building a kingdom of green their own. With mushroom crowns and pebble beds, they rest where the ivy gently spreads.
No fire or frost, no wave or breeze, just calm of the earth and rustling leaves. They bloom where the wild things softly tread, a babies in soil they gleam, born of magic moss and whimsy and wonder in the woodland glade. Tiny are spirits in resin laid, held in your hands. Their world is small, but hearts of stone can hear their calls. But hearts of stone can hear
not losing my mind. Starting a new journey is always gonna be scary. But as I walk to harbor and I watch as the tides grow stronger, raising gods, please be with me. Help show people what I can see.
So now that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget to have a look at the playlist down below and watch the other artists as well, because there really are a lot of amazing artists in this playlist. I just want to thank my subscribers, my new subscribers. I want to thank everybody for the support as well, all the likes, comments, everything that you do for my channel. If you do want to do more for my channel, I do have a buy me a coffee, both a QR code and a link down below, and I do have a wish list as well that you can go on. But you are not obliged to do that at all, but I am really grateful if you do. So I will see you on Wednesday, guys. Bye for now.
Let's go into my Highland fells and look in my book of spells, creating wonders in my domain. The resin is calling my name. Ooh. Somewhere in my box of molds there's a beauty that will unfold, creating magic with this liquid gold.